What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Isn't that cool? That's carved in wood. You know, it's funny because when I first started doing this stuff, me and Michael, and shout out to Michael because, this is a great partnership here because Michael is really good at loading it up. I'm good at doing the finishing things on here. The thing that's funny about this is when you do this, this is all carved in here, right? And so if you probably can't see it, but it's actually the subtleties of this. You have to be able to sand it so you don't sand too much of it out. See, like you can read AT&T Stadium, but not too much that you lose the detail. So you can see where I've sanded, so you can see some of the face into it. It's not printed, it's carved and then painted. And so it takes time to get the subtleties, and you do better the more you do. And that's true about anything. The more time that you get a chance to spend doing your craft, the better you get. Here's what's kind of cool. Here's what is freaking insane is Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons has only played a little over 1.5 years. He's already at 25 sacks. 25 sacks. 13 sacks last year, 12 already this year. When we think about DeMarcus Lawrence's best year, he had 14.5 sacks. Followed it up with 10. That's 24.5. Right now, you're looking at Micah Parsons, who has as many sacks as D-Law's 2 best years back-to-back. And he hasn't finished this season yet. He has more multiple sack games than anybody over the course of the last 2 seasons. He is a generational talent and was voted to be the best player, most valuable player under 25. That's high praise. When you think that he, above all else, more than a quarterback, is more valuable or considered more valuable than any other player under the age of 25 is a testament to him. And the thing is that's crazy is how many different places he lines up. I got a lot of flack from Giant fans about when I first started talking about him being like LT. I didn't say his career he's already LT. I said, when you look at what LT did his first couple of years and compare it to what what Micah Parsons has done his first couple of years, you can compare the two and say, wow, this guy has really done some amazing things. Now, part of Lawrence Taylor's second season, he was injured. So I think he ended up with 17 sacks his first 2 years. Still, 17 sacks in 2 years is still incredible. And what Lawrence Taylor did was he revolutionized the outside linebacker position and took it above and beyond what you were expecting from an outside linebacker. His speed, his tenacity, his ability to bend the edge, the fear he put on where teams literally had to game plan against him is where you look and say, that's a Hall of Famer. And you can look at some of those same things that are now going on with Micah Parsons. Teams have to account for him not only being an edge rusher, but also being a guy who will play a tackle, who'll come in rushing in the A-gap. He'll be a linebacker. He might be covering a wide receiver. You have a guy who, any single play, he is never out of it. And he is a guy that literally you can double team him, triple team him, and he just doesn't stop. He is what people thought Chase Young was going to be. And the Dallas Cowboys, by hook or by crook or by the grace of God, are so lucky to have a guy like that. I want you to think about just 2 years ago how abysmal, before Micah Parsons came, this defense was. This defense that couldn't catch a cold, that had, and a lot of it is Dan Quinn too. Don't get me wrong, but this defense has taken a lot of the same players from that 2020 defense. That was one of the historically bad defenses for the Dallas Cowboys, and have turned them into one of the best defenses in football. And you have to point and look at a lot of what Micah Parsons has done and say, yeah, that guy is the real deal. And yeah, I'm happy we got him. So yeah, the thing that's scary about Micah Parsons is he's still a babe in the woods. He still has some more growing to do, body-wise, for being an NFL edge rusher. He has room to grow even more. But the thing I will say, caution-wise, is a lot of times we do have players, and this is why I can understand the argument that Bad Dog was making, that you can't extrapolate a career, which is very true, because you could have said some of the same things about Aldon Smith, who was the fastest person to 30 sacks to start a career. And you looked at him and said, oh my God, this guy's going to be in all the record books. But unfortunately for him, his demons messed up his career and derailed it. So there you go. We'll see in another 10 years what it looks like. But I'm betting he's going to get better and better and better, and he's going to be breaking records left and right. Have a great day, y'all. And you know, I'll be seeing you. I got a lot of these Princess stuff. I've got a 100-year-old grandmother I have to do, Aisha Robinson. I got to do your mom as well. I've got a couple other picks here I've got to get finished and sent out. We staying busy here at Joe Boo's Workshop. And I've got some couple of Joe Barties I got to build for a great fan. So I'm happiest when I'm here working. I love to work. Peace.